Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Mailbox Power Builders Mastermind call. In the last few weeks, we've been talking about preparing for 2023 or preparing for the new year. We're in the third quarter of the year, and now is the time to not sit back and coast till the end of the year, especially since we're in a greeting card and gifting company. And I would say my experience has been at this point on the 6th of December, less than 70% of my clients have sent their holiday cards and gifts. So we are in the thick of our busiest season, and it's not too late to add new customers and affiliates to your business, because Christmas or December, the holidays in December rolling right into Valentine's Day, is greeting card and gifts busiest season. This is when the majority of greeting cards and gifts are sold, is between now and the first quarter of next year. So now is a great time to build your business. So the Black Friday special got extended and became the holiday special. So an update on signups. Any new signups in the last week that we can talk about? Anne.
Well, it's not a new sign up, but she was on the pro and she upgraded to the yearly.
Awesome. Yay. That's awesome. Any others? Lulu.
Yeah. So remember we were talking about my light client she upgraded to pro annual.
Yay.
It was very easy.
That's another great win.
That was a
Any
really
others?
good win.
I think Mike, did Mike have a sign up? Did I hear of a sign up for Mike on the training today? Maybe not.
While we're waiting for Mike, I had someone who had upgraded from pro to pro annual and now to pro executive annual.
Oh,
Executive
wow.
annual. Wow, nice.
Oh, wow. That's really
nice. Nice. I have several people thinking of, like, the new person that we signed up today signed up as a monthly executive, but he wants to use it for a month and see some results. And then most likely before the end of the month, when the special ends, he's going to upgrade to the executive yearly. But he didn't quite have the money right now, and he was kind of smart, because then he gets all the way through the end of next year, right, for the executive special. So anybody else?
So just to clarify, I have an executive special, but she signed up under an affiliate I had, and so I get her revenue, I get the commission, but not. Okay, so then, I'm close, you guys.
Well, you're going to have to text us or Facebook message us when you hit it, Lulu.
I'm close.
You might even reach out in chat and say, can you tell me based on your numbers how close I am? Because I had several affiliates that didn't even realize they were super affiliate. They got the phone call or the email saying, congratulations, you're a super affiliate. And they're like, how? And that was back when we first added the executives, and they were still figuring they needed 30. And because they had put on several executives, they hit it quicker than they thought. So,
okay. Well, can we say goal?
What?
Can we say goal? I have a goal.
You have a goal? Yes. You have a goal by when?
Oh, I'm hitting it by the end of the month.
Woohoo! And next Tuesday on the call, she's going to just tell us she already got there. Since the beginning of the month is going to be a lot easier than toward the end of the month when people have already sent their stuff. So by next Tuesday night, we're going to be congratulating Lulu on super affiliate. I'm just putting it out there in the universe.
Okay, good.
Anybody else wins for the last week, signups the last week with the holiday special? Nope. Awesome. Well, that's Laura, were you gonna?
I have somebody that today we talked and they're thinking about the $49 one. And I did what you said instead of the free to try it for 1 month and see how it does on the 49
Yep.
and see if it's everything they want and then sign up, continue or go to the yearly.
Awesome. Keep us posted.
I will.
So preparing for 2023, what are you doing now to get ready for a jump start or a great start to 2023? Have you set your goals down on paper? Not seeing any thumbs up or head shakes. So that would be the very first thing that I would have you do. Go look at your numbers from this year. And I want you to look at how much you've made in Mailbox Power and how many new customers you have signed up in 2022. And then based on that number, I want you to set a goal for 2023. So let's say, for example, you signed up 5 new people in 2022. Your goal next year might be to sign up 10. That's still not even 1 a month. So it's a stretch, but how hard would it be to double 5? If you signed up 100, maybe your goal isn't 200. You have to decide what your goals are for your business and decide on an income goal. Because if you don't have a goal, you have nothing to shoot for. We all know that from Vanessa. Vanessa has done 90-day accountability runs that has really pushed people, and people that hadn't done anything in months or in a year, and all of a sudden they're signing a bunch of people up. And the reason for that is they're doing something consistently every day or at least weekly. So by next Tuesday night, I would like you all to have written down what your goals are for 2023. Once you have your goals, we can then divide it by 12 or divide it by 52, and I can help you to figure out what it's going to take to get to where you want to be by the end of 2023.
Love it.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. Did you want to add anything? So what are you struggling right now with that maybe we can help you with?
Crickets.
Crickets. This call is for you. This is for us to help you. So what do you need help with, Anne?
Okay. So sometimes it's better to do an automation and then sometimes it's not as good to do an automation.
Correct.
So tell me the difference.
An automation.
I know what an automation is, but what,
Right.
why would you not do one and do just a project and not put it in an automation?
If you're never going to send it again, why would you put it in an automation?
Okay.
So a holiday card is a one and done. The only reason why I would do it as an automation is if I was ahead of the ball game and I created my holiday card in September or October, and I added my group to the automation to send on December 5th or whatever date you pick. And then as I meet new people, I want to add them to the group so that on December 5th, everybody that I've added will get that. That
Oh,
you would use an automation for. But right now in the thick of things, I'm not having people do it as an automation. I'm having them just go pick out a card, add a gift to it if they want to add a gift, and then go grab the group or grab the names of the people they want to send to and hit send. And if tomorrow or the next day they think of a few more, just do a single send again, because it just doesn't make sense this late in the game, in my opinion, to do it as an automation.
The only way I think it really makes sense for automations is if you're doing more than one. If you've got a 12-month holiday automation, it makes sense to go ahead and do it as an automation. That way you set it and forget it. It's kind of a easy way to have your clients or their clients just set it and forget it. That's what automations are really for, is to make sure that you're doing your follow-up. And holiday automations are a great way to do that. Just add a touch with the holiday automation.
The reason why you do a single touch automation is nice to meet you. Thank you for the referral. Thank you for your business could be a single touch, but really I think it should be a multi-touch, because it should be thank you for your business. And then depending on your frequency of follow-up, every month or every 2 months or 3 months, reaching out with educational, not sales pitch. But once they become a customer, you're going to put them in a drip automation, or that drip automation is part of the thank you for your business. Similar to the ultimate closing gift.
Mm-hmm.
Where the first one is thank you so much for trusting us, to sell your home. And then every 3 months they get something. That's what the power of automations is. The only other reason why I do a single touch, occasionally I do them like a get well soon or a sympathy. If you have a standard one you're going to use over and over again, sometimes I'll just make that an automation so that I can just check a box when I'm adding the person into the system versus add them in, now go add the card and a gift or just the card and hit send. So those are the reasons why I would do a single send automation. But somebody who's going to do a newsletter every month, that's not an automation. Somebody who's going to change out and do, we've had several people that are like, but I don't know the monthly special with my direct sales, network marketing, affiliate marketing company. I don't know what the sale is going to be. So I can't create a 12-touch automation. But I want to keep adding another one. Well, you can't start with one and add another thing to an automation because they've already gotten the card. So the automation is ended for that contact. So in that case, it's something like a Tiffany Sosa. If something comes up and she wants to do a monthly, whatever's on sale or the special oil that's free each month, she would have to do that monthly and then just hit send to the group.
Okay. Thank
Does
you for
that make
explaining all that again.
sense?
Yeah.
Anne?
Yes, thank you.
So
Yeah.
one other thing about that, right now, when it's, everything is so busy, an automation, a one card automation is not being processed as quickly as just, create the card, add it to your, select your people and send. Because I don't know why, but I had I did an automation and it didn't go out until the next day, late the next day. It wasn't processed till late the next day, and I had done it very early in the morning to allow for it. And it was a day later than everything else I processed.
That's interesting. I have not seen that happen, Marie.
So
Yeah.
what was the one that went out late? Just a one automation?
Yep, a
Was-
one card
was-
automation.
Okay.
Was there a gift with it, Marie?
Nope.
I don't know.
Yeah, and it, I had done it for the very reason that you just talked about, Brenda. If I wanted to add somebody, I could just check the box. But I was just, I wanted everything out by December 1. And all of the cards that were in that one automation did not go until the next day. And I kept waiting. I kept looking in the back to see if it was processing, and it wasn't. So for that reason, and it was over the weekend. So for that reason, I did all of my others as, create the card, add the
And just
people,
send.
send. And those all went out right away.
Interesting. I would reach out to corporate if you haven't already on that one, because
did.
I just haven't seen that happen, and maybe it's just with the holiday rush right now.
I just today got some information back from our pastor, because I'm making a card for everybody in the congregation. And I'm nervous to just go ahead and make it and send it out instead of sending me a copy of it first. I won't have time now because I just got it from him today, and
Why would you be nervous and not trusting the system and the preview of
Okay.
the card?
All right, I'll do that.
Yes, you're not going to see first name in there, and you're not going to see, any of the merge fields, but that's what corporate is there for. Reach out in customer support and say, hey, would somebody else take a look at this real quick and make sure I didn't make any mistakes, because I don't have time to send one to myself first.
Okay, that's what I'll
Glad
do.
to do that.
I
Hey,
love
Ann.
that.
Yes.
And it's Nanette.
Hey,
um,
Ann.
Why don't you share that card with some of us and let us have eyeballs on it for you?
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Okay. And that way you've got a second set of somebody double checking it for you.
Yeah, that's okay. It's just because it's going out to, the congregation and it's not coming from me, it's coming from the pastor, and I want it to be right.
Exactly. Exactly. But that's what that share button can help you do.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And I'll ask corporate too. Thank you so much. So I'll get
You're
that done
welcome.
tomorrow. Okay.
Nanette, I know you had your hand up.
That's what that was for.
Oh, okay. I thought that was earlier. You had your hand up when Ann did, so I thought you had something else.
Well, you went past that, so we're good.
Oh, okay. Well,
Thank you, Nanette.
if you remember what it was, let us know.
All right.
Anyone else?
Hey, Brenda, I have a question for you.
Awesome.
How you're part of BNI, right?
Yes.
Okay. How do you represent and how do you market your this business? Is this your primary business, or do you have
It
other?
is.
Okay.
Nope.
How do you represent this with regard to BNI networking groups, that kind of things?
Hi, I'm Brenda Sanchez. I'm the co-founder of Life's Real Currency. I'm your client acquisition and engagement strategist. Want to keep your customers so they don't end up out the back door to your competition? We should have a talk. If you don't have enough clients and you need more, reach out to me, because I can help you with marketing it to your ideal client. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I never say Mailbox Power.
Okay.
I brand myself.
Yep.
Because if
Okay.
you say Mailbox Power, then if they've heard it from somebody else, they're going to go talk to them.
Yep.
You want to get in front of them and have a conversation with them, and they still might go with the other friend or the person they've heard, but at least you've had a conversation with them versus marketing for somebody else.
Yep. Okay, good.
Does that help?
I've rebranded me as the lumpy mail guy.
Yeah.
And so you know, so I present something similar to what you talked about of client acquisition, you know, client nurturing, that kind of thing. But I want them to have a conversation with me. And then then at some point when it makes sense, then I'll reveal what the underlying tool is.
Yep. And if you go back, Stan, I don't remember which one it was, but if you go back to the replays, there was one or two of these masterminds where we talked about the commercial and ideas for the commercial. So if you go back, it was early on, and just look, we can put the YouTube link in the chat. I'll grab it here in a minute. If you can
Might have been in September, Brenda.
Yeah, it was very early on.
I
Mike's
printed
gonna
it
go.
out.
Mike's gonna go grab the link for that whole playlist. If you go to the playlist, Mike. And that one right there.
I'm still listening.
He walked away. He said he's still listening. So if you go listen to that, then you'll get other ideas, because Marie had a lot of great ideas. The
I
share
actually
button right there.
printed it out. I can email it.
Yeah, if you would do that for Stan.
Right there.
Okay, I have another question about tomorrow. I'm going to a networking group. It's a partner group that works with people in real estate.
Uh-huh.
So they're doing a breakfast to thank us, blah, blah, blah. And I have not been in person for over a year because we were doing Zooms. So to get their information, how are you doing that now without, I don't have cards. And I mean, they can give me their card and I can send them a link or whatever, or get their information. But how are you doing that now? How are you getting their information? On the phone, on your phone?
Generally on my phone, or their business card, and then I have them write their address, or I use the I need you. It depends on the situation and where I am. I also have, when I'm at networking groups, I have one that I have a QR code printed on a piece of paper. You could even have it, you could do a sticker right on the back of your phone with the QR code that takes them to one of your, you know, the I need your mailbox for one of the lists for networking. Met at a networking event. And then you can always move them to a different group and then just have them scan that and put their information in. And you can say,
Great idea. It's a
when
great
they
idea.
when they ask you, what do? You can say, you know what, it's much easier for me to show you what I do than to tell you what I do. Would you do me a favor? Here, scan the QR code on the back of my phone here and fill out your information and watch your mailbox. In 3 to 5 days, something fun will show up.
That's a great idea to put the QR code on the phone. I hadn't thought about that. That's a good idea.
That's a really good idea.
I just came up with that. So
That's brilliant, because one of my customers, we just set up an automation for when she's out networking and she's following up with people and sending them a card. And she's like, how am I going to get there?
Yep.
Oh my God. Brilliant.
Josh.
That's
exciting.
exact. Whoops, am I on? I think I'm on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been doing. I have a group that's an enrollment for Nice to Meet You for a networking event. If it's one you continuously go to, you can just leave it static, or you can just make it generic. But on any group, on the landing page to collect that, you can customize it up to however many characters. So, hi, it was so nice to meet you at whatever event, at the networking event. If it's generic, this is, I'd love to share what I do with you, blah, blah, blah. Please fill in the information and keep an eye on your mailbox. But that can put that in that greeting. So when they land, it's your photo or your logo and that greeting, and then the rest is automated. So I have a custom URL for my birthday club. And then when people land on that, they do. And then when they enroll, they get an enrollment postcard that says, great, you did it. You're in the birthday club. Watch your mailbox.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, we
And
have one that says, thanks for trusting the process. Sweet things happen when you trust the process, and they get a
That's
cookie
good
or
too.
something sweet to go with it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I
You're
love it.
welcome. Anything else? How can we help? We're here to help you. Nanette.
I was at a networking event recently and collected business cards as I went around to the table. And I sent everybody a nice to meet you card. And I think I got about 90% of them back because the street address on the business cards were wrong. So I highly suggest that doing the QR code might give you a better success rate on current addresses.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
they're inputting that information rather than you depending on their business cards, which were undoubtedly out of date.
Yep.
Suggestion. Okay.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting that people give out cards that they know have incorrect information on it. You know,
Yeah,
it's
me too.
boggles the
That I would rather not give a card than give a card out that had wrong information on it.
right.
DeMar.
Oh. I came in as you were talking about setting goals for 2023. And so I'm really kind of getting started. And I see this as Mailbox Power as a tool that I provide to my coaching clients, you know, as far as staying in touch with them. But at the same time, you know, with the kind of the Black Friday offer that's out there, and how can I start kind of an organic process where I'm sending it to, you know, to businesses to start the process and have them, you know, follow me there. I understand kind of the model that you guys have been talking about related to networking groups, but how do I reach as the new person to kind of build up my prospect list or my funnel?
That's an awesome question, DeMar. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions back so that I can give you the best answer. One, how are you currently networking, or how are you in front of other people?
I'm in front of other people. There are 2 to 3 networking groups that I'm a part of right now.
Okay.
And usually I talk about, you know, my pitch is related to coaching, business coaching.
Yep.
But I can also, as a segment of that, is say, how do you stay in touch with these people and come up with a pitch specifically related to, you know, lumpy email to, you know, to stay in contact or nurture your things.
Yep.
I guess.
So through those 3 networking, part of your commercial is I would keep it to what they know you as, and that's the coaching. Okay. But what I would probably add, and this is just off the cuff, is, hey, give me your elevator pitch right now for coaching, and I'll tell you how you could add it in. If you met me out networking, what do you generally say?
People ask me what I do, and I say I help people, help entrepreneurs, solopreneurs make more money, work less hours, and hire and retain good people.
That is a sales pitch for Mailbox Power also. So I don't know that you need to change it at all. What you could do is you could say, as you're networking out and about, you could start with something like that and say, and I've found an amazing tool that helps me to stay in touch in my business and teach other businesses how to stay in touch and gain more sales and work less. I'd love to share it with you. Would you do me a favor and scan this QR code and you can see how the system works? Something
Okay.
like that. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
And what I
Okay.
would do, because you're brand new, is I would set yourself a goal. Not necessarily of new pro or executive signups. You can do that, but your goal to start with would be more of collecting contact information. You've been out networking, so now I just found a really cool tool that I wish I had known about when I started my business. Do me a favor and scan this QR code and put your information in, and you're going to get something cool in the mail in 3 to 5 days, and you'll see what that new tool offers. Something like that. So it's collecting, getting people in the funnel, and then set up a 12-month or a 12-week automation. There are several out there prospecting for Mailbox Power in the design catalog, and I would add them to a nice to meet you, and then that would be the drip that goes out afterwards so that you're in front of them and they're hearing about Mailbox Power.
The other thing I would
Okay.
say, Damar, is you probably know who your ideal client already is. So I would try to put together some kind of an avatar that has all the demographics that you would need for an ideal client. The system has a list builder, so you could actually use the list builder to put together a list of prospects within a certain geographical area and be able to use the postcards to be able to market to that demographic.
So, okay. So I just, for kind of laughs and giggles, I think it was last month, Lulu and I created did a list and got some names. So essentially, if I go under the prospect thing, I could just start sending out cards to them just start building my my list and my kind of I guess nurturing campaign with them. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, it's about getting your name out there, being seen and heard, letting people know what you have to offer them as far as coaching and helping them in their business. So if you're able to put together postcards that tell people exactly what you're able to do for them, it gets your name out there. And I think the other thing too is you can't just do it one and done. You have to make sure that you send multiple cards, change up the verbiage or the copy, and just make sure that you're getting out there more than just one time so that you can be seen and heard.
And any follow-up you're doing for your coaching, any prospect you're doing for your regular coaching, not Mailbox Power, or any follow-up you're doing with your current clients or people in your funnel, you could also add a QR code saying, I also found a cool tool that's letting me send these postcards to you or these cards to you. Scan here to learn more. So you could easily, with what you do, you could easily incorporate talking about Mailbox Power, because your coaching pitch, pretty much, if I didn't know you were a business coach, you could be a mailbox, you could be out just as a Mailbox Power person with the commercial you gave. So very much integrated with what you're already doing.
Okay. And then one of the things that I was talking to Lulu a little bit earlier before the meeting was just, I've started to do posts every day on LinkedIn. And are there any like articles or anything that's out there as far as content that I can just put in there that that kind of shows about LinkedIn? And because I usually will end it with a call to action of, if this resonates with you, message me on LinkedIn or schedule a call. And so is there anything out there?
Are you a part of the Post community?
No.
So the first thing you need to do is go become a part of the Post community on Mailbox Power on the left-hand side. Hold on, let me share my screen. So over here on the left-hand side, see where it says the Post? Right here?
Yeah. Yep.
If you click on that, if you're not a member, it will prompt you to become a member. Once you are a member, there is essential information. And then it wasn't under essential. Hold on. It's under one of these. I think it's under feed. Knowledge base. Oh, I can never remember
know.
where everything is. Hold on.
Me
Learning
either.
Center. There it is. Documents and PDFs in our newsletters. So there's some newsletters right here. You could also go to the Lunch and Learns and grab the link to the Lunch and Learn, or go transcribe part of it and put it as a small blurb in LinkedIn or Facebook. The other thing is that under the news feed, Wendy puts stuff out here all the time. Like, here's National Cookie Day, December 1st. You could go grab that and do something on national, well, it's past December 1st, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Holiday shipping deadlines, you can go grab. There's also images. I got to go back far enough.
Yeah, there's lots of content in there for you to use tomorrow.
There's this, that's a baby, so that doesn't necessarily make sense, but I put pictures out here. There's also a document we uploaded in the user and the affiliate group of packages. Let me find.
Well, that's a nice one. What does that one say? Oh, what happened?
So then if we go to files, here's holiday packages, gift packages PDF that we put together. And it's taken a minute to open it. Oh, I'll save it on the desktop just to show you. But then you can open it. And here was some ideas. So you could go grab some of these images and use them as ideas, laser engraved journal and cell phone holder, and put it out there. So there is stuff that's out in the affiliate group and out in the post that you could reuse. There isn't a lot. I'll be honest, there's not tons of information like some companies have. We're getting there. But you just have to go take what's out there and kind of tweak it. The Lunch and Learns are a great place, or those newsletters to go grab, because the newsletters, you could grab each paragraph or something as a different LinkedIn post or Facebook post.
Okay.
Take one
Okay, great.
idea.
Okay. And then just with the Black Friday sale, who should I be sharing that with, as far as, an opportunity?
I would first start, Damar, with your warm market. The networking groups that you are currently in, or people that are in your sphere of influence that have already met you. Trying to market that to cold leads right now, it's not impossible, but you're kind of behind the power curve. So I would market it to your warm market. If you already have an email list, you could say, I just found a great tool to get my holiday cards and gifts done. In the past, it's taken me 6 hours or weeks to do the shopping and get the stuff out. And I just got it done in 30 minutes, or I got it done in an hour. If
Yeah,
you'd like to
okay.
learn more, call me, or reach out to me, or something like that, because those are the people that are going to jump on it quickest. You're going to be able to convert those quicker than cold leads.
Okay. Okay, great.
Your
Thank you.
current clients, that's the first people I would reach out to, because they already know, like, and trust you and have spent money with you or opted into a free offer with you. They're the most likely to take advantage of that.
And time is
Okay.
of the essence with
Yep.
that. So don't
Yeah.
spin your wheels with people that don't know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Does that help?
Yes, that does. Thank you.
Awesome. Nanette.
Hi. I know that there's been a change in the artist program for Mailbox Power. And I think you had mentioned to Damar to go on and look for some Mailbox Power prospecting information. Now would be a really good time, I think, to put all of those items in your favorite box or to buy those.
Don't put them in your favorites. You need to buy them if you want them. Do not add them to a favorites, because if they get pulled out of the system, you won't be able to get access to them. You have to have added them to your account, whether they're free or a purchase design. Anything you want that is in there now, go grab it and buy it. So that, because I don't know what will be there in the new version. There's going to be tons of designs. It's not like all of our designs are going away, but some of your favorite ones might not be there because they might not be the designs that they choose to keep in there moving forward. So now's the
Which
time
ones are-
to buy the designs you like.
Wait a minute, in just that category?
In
Any ca-
all categories, anything.
Oh,
Any of any
oh.
of the designs that were created by designers and have
Oh.
a cost to them will,
Some
some
of them are
point-
going away.
and a few of the designers have actually started deleting their designs from the store, so they've actually pulled them out of the store and aren't available anymore. But if you see designs that are out there that you like, and again, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. We do know that some of those designs are going to get purchased by corporate, and they'll leave them in the store, but they'll be free. And I think it's a good idea. I mean, I think it for us designers, it was kind of a shock, but I can see where they're going. I think it's a good thing. It's they want their customers to not feel like they're being nickeled and dimed for everything. So if everything in the design store or the design catalog is free, then I think it makes it better for everyone.
I do too.
Yeah. Now, I've had a lot of people say, well, then why would I go buy a design today if potentially in January they're all going to be included? You want to go buy the designs you love today because those designs might not be there in January. So go ahead and spend a little bit of money, invest in your business now in things that you like, maybe things that you have favorited but not actually purchased the design. Just go grab them so that you have them to use in the future, because if you've added them to your account, they will be there. Now, let me caveat that. If you buy a design and you don't say edit and put it in your saved projects, it could go away, because if the design goes away, make sure you add it to your projects. Not just buy the design from the design store, but make sure you hit edit and it gets into your saved projects.
Perfect.
Because that's the only way to guarantee you will keep the design.
Great.
Hey, I just wanted to share with you guys that I think one of my favorite designers is LRC. Just saying.
It's one of our favorite designers too, Nanette.
I know that.
Any last minute, we're coming up on the top of the hour. I do want to welcome Bradley to the call. Bradley is a brand new affiliate as of today, or his application
Woohoo!
is in. So welcome, Bradley.
All right.
Yeah, he's going to be like a chipmunk because he's on his phone at work. And I know he has very little signal there. So, but we just wanted to say welcome. He is a digital marketer here in Colorado Springs, and he's excited to add this to his business. So we're excited to help him do that.
Awesome.
Well, if there are no other last minute things, we just, again, want to say we appreciate you. Without you, this call wouldn't be possible. We learn from you every week. Even if it's in your questions, sometimes your questions are like, oh, I never thought of it that way. And it just helps us to think differently and do business differently. We learn from you every single week. And we appreciate you participating. The more you participate, the more we all learn and grow, because you all have something to add, whether you've only been in Mailbox Power for a day or you've been here since the beginning. So thank you all for trusting us and being here on Tuesday evenings. We want to see this call grow. So bring 2 or 3 people next week. And if everybody brings, or at least invites 2 or 3, even if only one shows up, if we double the numbers every week, imagine how big this call could get and how much impact we could have on people's businesses.
The other thing too is be thinking about strategies for next year. What kind of strategies do you think would work in regard to building your business, whether it's your Mailbox Power business or your traditional business? What kind of strategies are you willing, or are you going to employ for the new year? Just something to think about. Think about other processes or things that could help you build your business. And again, like Brenda said, really this is about you. So together we can learn from each other.
Yeah, a rising tide lifts all ships. And as a reminder for those that came on late, next week, your homework for this week to bring to the call next Tuesday is, what are your goals for 2023? Look at your current numbers, how much you made in Mailbox Power, how many new clients you added, and based on that, what is your goal for next year? And then we can help you kind of plan and strategize for next year and break that down into bite-sized chunks so that we can all accomplish our goals for 2023. And with that, I hope you all have a fantastic week. If you haven't sent your holiday cards, please go send your holiday cards and get all your customers to send their holiday cards. I did put a brand new video out there just before we started, and it's how to send your holiday cards and gifts, and it was under 10-minute video. So if your customers or your affiliates cannot get on the help sessions, which are at noon Pacific, Monday through Saturday, send them that video, and that pretty much helps them on how to send their holiday cards and gifts. So with that, Have an absolutely fabulous week, and we will see you next Tuesday night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both for all the information.
You're welcome.
See
Thank you.